Let me talk to y'all. Tonight, you will witness the new King of the Ring will address the WWE Universe here tonight. As tonight, I will be acknowledged as your next World Heavyweight Champion. From me to present, welcome to a new era of Monday Night Raw. Yeah. Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw, as of course we are coming off the heels of WWE Backlash, as we are now turning our attentions to Survivor Series Wargames that will be in a few weeks, as Monday Night Raw here tonight comes to you live in Cleveland, Ohio. And of course we start Monday Night Raw here tonight in Cleveland, Ohio, with Shayna Baszler versus Bayley. Of course, Bayley was challenged by Shayna Baszler to a match at Backlash last night. That this match is taking place here tonight on Monday Night Raw. You cannot deny what is on Shayna's mindset. Of course, she was going to wrestle Charlotte a couple of weeks ago until Bayley came out to attack Charlotte. Of course, Bayley, of course, hasn't been seen prior to last week. A few weeks ago, she hasn't been seen since SummerSlam, where she lost via a cash-in to Asuka. And of course, she's apparently back for that title. That's what we seem like. As of course, tonight's main event, Asuka defends her Women's World Championship against Charlotte Flair. Of course, they've been feuding before Asuka's title match with Raquel Rodriguez at Night of Champions. How that looks, we've got Bayley. Could you tell that Shayna Baszler wants revenge on Bayley after what Bayley did to get her match with Charlotte cancelled? That was a decision down to the very last letter. Right there. To the very last letter. That it was her plan to stop it all from happening. Not to mention, she's still not over the accident that happened at SummerSlam of her losing the Women's World Championship to Asuka. And of course, she's looking to reclaim that title whenever she gets her rematch. Of course, no Io, no Dakota with her here tonight. In case you were wondering, where's Io and Dakota? They're not here tonight. But of course, can Bayley get a win? I believe this is her first match back. As fans are chanting Shayna here tonight on Raw. Match is on the way. Can Shayna get home with it? Nope. Too late there by Shayna. Could this be over? No, it's not. You thought it was all going to end with a body splash and then a pinfall? The answer is no. Bayley, of course, is stomping away at Shayna Baszler. Bayley's going on top. Oh, Shayna's getting back to her feet. What is on the mindset of Bayley? Uh-oh, could this be time Shayna taps out? The answer is no. Spear connects. Shayna going for the pin. Kick out. She's doing everything. Oh, Bayley gets back to her feet. DDT connects by Shayna Baszler. Shayna, of course. Giving Bayley some punches as her punishment after her match with Charlotte never happened a few weeks ago. But of course, could Bayley's plan work or not? Bayley's now taunting away. As Shayna Baszler, Shayna's going back to her feet. Uh-oh, another guaranteed lock. Can Shayna Baszler break out of this one? We're about to find out. Yes, he does. Shayna breaks out of the guaranteed lock. Bayley. Oh, this might be over. Rose plant connect. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No! Kick out. Kick out. Kicks out. I did try to think Bayley's not perfect. I don't know. Bayley's trying to go out of the WWE Universe here tonight. As Bayley's getting back out of the way. Reversal there. Uh-oh, could it's been to Bayley to tap out here tonight? Bayley's nice kick out. Bayley's not liking any of that. Uh-oh, oh, we're off to that. Bayley, oh, we're off to that. DDT on the floor there by. We're going to 2 count. Reverse there. We're at 3. Bayley gets back to his feet. Shayna got hers. Reversal there. Back to back reversal. Reversal there by Bayley. As you can all tell, one could be coming to a close end. Rose plant for the once again. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Bayley gets a win here tonight. The Asuka Because tonight she's going into a title defense against Charlotte. But before she gets to that, of course, Bayley gets the victory here tonight. As could we be looking at soon to be your Women's World Championship whenever her rematch comes. I'm not too sure as Bayley wins here tonight on Raw. Man, isn't it really happy that we have our boss back in Bayley? Yeah, we're glad that our master is back. And after her win tonight, she's absolutely looking towards getting back her title that Asuka stole under her wing at SummerSlam. Oh yeah, what do we expect? Because tonight we are going to be watching the Women's Championship match with our two eyes. Because we don't care who's champion, because whoever is champion by the end of the night better get ready for when they defend that title against Charlotte, against Bayley. Okay, so let's get ready to watch that championship match later on tonight. Of course, Dakota and Io are now is planning to watch the Women's Championship match later tonight. Tonight, I'm going to show AJ Styles a message when I go one-on-one with Sheamus and when I shut Sheamus' mouth up. Because I am still furious after Styles ruined my moment on Saturday night, when all I wanted was to do a cash-in on Cody Rhodes and end his winning streak and end his title win. But as Styles had to do some pulls to pull my foot when I tried to hit Cody with his title to stop me from a cash-in. All of a sudden, then Edge spears Cody to admit Edge should be next in line for Cody's title, when I should have cashed in, but Styles said, no, I will not let you cash in on my watch. How dare him? How dare him? And he's going to get his mouth shut big time when I meet him one-on-one one day. Tonight, I'm all about focusing on Sheamus. And here's the kicker to all of this. LA Knight is now fighting CM Punk at the Survivor Series pay-per-view for the World Heavyweight Championship. That right there, I should be fighting CM Punk either. But yet Styles decides to pull me back from not having a successful cash-in. And you know what, when me and Styles wrestle one-on-one, I'm going to teach Styles a lesson that I will shut his mouth, and when I do shut his mouth, I will try to get a successful cash-in. Styles, you may be here tonight, but I can tell you this right now, you better be watching clearly for my match with Sheamus later on tonight, because I'm going to shut Sheamus' mouth up the same way I'm going to do to you when you and me go one-on-one down the line. And of course, that's the match that Orton is competing in later on tonight. He goes one-on-one with Sheamus. Of course, Randy Orton wants to send a message to AJ Styles after AJ Styles ruined a chance of a Money in the Bank cash-in at Backlash. Question is, can Randy Orton send a message to AJ Styles, or will Sheamus try and get a win to get himself back on track? We're going to find out later on tonight here on Monday Night Raw. Also, our main event tonight, Asuka defends her Women's World Championship against Charlotte. Question is, can Asuka retain, or will we get a new champion in Charlotte Flair? We're going to find out later on tonight. LA Knight is in the building later on tonight as he addresses his King of the Ring win at Backlash. As what will Knight be having him planned to say about CM Punk ahead of their match at Survivor Series? We'll find out later on tonight. But coming up next, the United States Championship will be on the line as Claudio Castagnoli defends his United States Championship against Bryan Danielson. Question is, can Claudio retain once again, or will we get a new champion in Bryan Danielson? We're going to find out up next here on Raw. As we're back here on Monday Night Raw as we're getting ready for the US Championship match between Claudio Castagnoli and Bryan Danielson. I don't know why it's Bryan Danielson being booed, honestly. As you can see, Bryan Danielson, of course, could we be looking at him as United States Champion? Of course, bear in mind that this guy is a former Universal Champion and a former World Heavyweight Championship. And of course, Bryan Danielson, of course, could he win his US title? And of course, do not forget he's also a three-time US Champion. Question is, will we get Bryan Danielson as a two-time US Champion? We're going to find out here tonight. As Claudio, of course, continues to show why is he more of a fighting champion here in the WWE than CM Punk. Because Claudio has been saying this, that the reason why he's defending his titles on Raw, his title on Raws, is to show how much of a fighting champion he is. And here he is, Claudio Castagnoli. Of course, this man has been United States Champion for 2 months. Of course, he won the title at SummerSlam in a ladder match. Then he's retained it over the likes of Grayson Waller, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton. And of course, bear in mind that 2 of the guys he has defended that title against are former WWE champions. And of course, the man he's facing here tonight is also a former WWE champion. Because do not forget, Bryan Danielson is also a former WWE champion. Question is, can Claudio retain, or will we get Bryan Danielson as a 2-time United States Champion? Let's find out here tonight on Raw. As this is what we're talking about, US title match. Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, here tonight on Raw. Here you can see Claudio Castagnoli is ready to defend the US title here tonight on Raw. Could we be expecting a new champion or not? As here we go, Claudio Bryan for the US title tonight on Raw. Oh, Claudio with us today. Close one there by Claudio. As kick to the back by Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, Claudio, Bryan reverses it. Bryan didn't make it on time. It was pretty much too late. Powerbomb there by Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, Bryan reverses it. Bryan Danielson reverses it. Claudio knows. What could mean to here? Suicide dive done by Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio Castagnoli is going to do everything to retain his US title tonight on Raw. Bryan reverses it. Of course, this is US title match. Here tonight, Claudio gets back to his feet. This has been a great Claudio miss. And Bryan Danielson. Oh, drop kick. Uh-oh. Hello, opener. Uh-oh, not good. Not a good look here for Bryan, because this all could be over at this point. This could be over for Bryan. Oh no, it's not! Bryan reverses it. Bryan reverses it. Uh-oh, suplex up by Bryan Danielson. Whoa, what a new connects! Well, we'll be looking at a new champion right now. Kick out. Kick out at one. No! Bryan kicks out. There we go. Suicide dive by Claudio. Round one. This could be the beginning of the end. Only on the outside. Remember, the only way for Bryan to win the title is pinfalls, submission. DQs or countouts. Countouts or DQ does not work for a new champion. Could it be enough for a new champion, for Claudio to retain? And Claudio retains the title here tonight. Claudio retains here tonight. And of course, Claudio is going in there and putting on great matches every week. I mean, every time he gets a title defense, as that was a good match here tonight. Claudio retains. And of course, who do you think is taking down Claudio? Make your pick right now. Who do you think is beating Claudio for the United States Championship? Only time can tell as he wins here tonight on Raw. Well, I have a lot to say. One, I was able to get through Cross on Saturday at Backlash. Cross has failed to beat me again. He failed at Night of Champions and he failed again at Backlash. And two, I now have a big challenger awaiting for me at Survivor Series. And that is LA Knight. Yeah. And let me say this. LA Knight is in for his biggest match of his career at the Survivor Series pay-per-view. And LA Knight, you better be excited because this is your big match in your career, yeah, at Survivor Series. Well, you know what? Keep dreaming and all you want that you will be the next World Heavyweight Champion, but in reality, the way that will end at at Survivor Series will be the same way that ended at Night of Champions, or Backlash for Karrion Kross. Knight, get ready because you're in for a big match of your career at Survivor Series. When you and me wrestle in front of those Survivor Series crowds for the World Heavyweight Championship. As we're back here on Monday Night Raw, as of course, CM Punk, of course, talking a message about what LA Knight is in for his biggest match of his career, according to CM Punk, in weeks' time at Survivor Series. As of course, LA Knight is here tonight, of course, to address the WWE Universe about his win at Backlash against Seth Rollins. Of course, Seth had it all to win the King of the Ring, but LA Knight had the better of Seth Rollins at Backlash. The question is, what could LA Knight be saying towards the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk ahead of their showdown in a few weeks at Survivor Series for the World Heavyweight Champion? Let's find out what LA Knight is going to say about CM Punk here tonight on Raw. Let me talk to you all. Tonight, I declare myself a few things in my reign as the King of the Ring. You must acknowledge me as soon to be your next World Heavyweight Champion. You must also acknowledge the fact that I got a big moment in Puerto Rico by defeating AJ Styles and then defeating Seth Rollins, which Seth gave it his all in that match. And finally, my royal feat. My royal feat when I become the new World Heavyweight Champion. All kidding aside, CM Punk, your days and your title reign are numbered. You have made a mockery out of that championship. And it's time I make that necessary adjustment. Because you keep cowering in fear and then always having to pull off an upset against Karrion Kross. Like you did at Night of Champions and like you did at Backlash. I am one of the most underrated wrestlers in all of professional wrestling. Yeah! And of course, LA Knight is talking about what CM Punk could be in for when these two meet one-on-one at Survivor Series. As there you can see, here's the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. I'll go to what could CM Punk be thinking of here tonight? And of course, what could Punk be thinking about when it comes to him saying stuff about LA Knight going to their championship match at Survivor Series? We're about to find out what Punk has to say here tonight. Orton. Normally, I would come out and hype the fans up with who I am and who is the real champion here on Raw. But just like Karrion Kross, I'm taking this next challenge seriously. Not just because my World Heavyweight title is on the line, but because the fact that Claudio is trying to surpass me as the top champion here on Monday Night Raw, with him defending the US title every Monday night on Raw. I can't overlook that you had a great performance in Puerto Rico, went through AJ Styles and then had a big fight, and you coming back to beat Seth Rollins after Rollins gave you everything that could have made you let the fans down if Rollins won King of the Ring. Despite that, you won the King of the Ring tournament because you had to get through Ilya, Sheamus, Styles, and Rollins to win King of the Ring. But I'm CM Punk, for crying out loud. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion. This isn't my first. This is my fourth title. Actually, this is my second title reign. And it's not ending anytime soon. At Survivor Series, it will be your first main event at a WWE Premier Live event. It'll just be another WWE event for me. Well then, that tells me that you're full of confidence heading in towards the main event of Survivor Series. Which bears in mind, this is the first pay-per-view main event for me. Punk, you're losing to me at my first of many main events with your second title reign on the line. Will hurt you more than beating that I will give you personally. Because in a few weeks at Survivor Series, you're in for a match of a lifetime in your WWE career. Oh yeah? Well, tonight I have a match with someone that is teasing the World Heavyweight Championship. It is to be his vision very soon, later on tonight here on Raw. All I ask is that you tune in to see what your future will be at Survivor Series. It's when you put that World Heavyweight Championship on the line against me. And of course, LA Knight is still sending a message about who could be the next World Heavyweight Champion in a few weeks at the Survivor Series pay-per-view. There you can see AJ Styles is arriving to the building here tonight because he's got some business. Wait a minute! That's not Driding! What is he doing here? He's attacking King AJ Styles. Of course, Styles' plan here tonight is get revenge on Randy Orton. Even though Orton wants his revenge first after what Styles did to him, costing him a cash-in at Backlash. When he wants to cash in, but then that all never happened because Styles stopped him from a cash-in. Styles needs to stop all of this. A powerbomb there onto the floor by AJ Styles. What it is near focus, because his plan tonight is taking out what Orton has in mind. Uh-oh, here we go. Powerbomb to the car window. Styles is going to do everything to give Orton a message about who knows that he doesn't deserve the WWE title. As he's giving Andrade these chair shots. And we could be looking at the nail in the coffin in minutes' time. He will not stop until he gets his revenge on Randy Orton, because he has a problem with Orton, which because Styles was hearing that Orton wants to send a message wants to send a message in this match with Sheamus later on tonight. He's gonna give him a message by taking out Andrade. As Styles is now heading to the arena right now, Andrade is out cold by the Phenomenal One AJ Styles here tonight on Raw. Bob, the women's division here on Raw is getting really shaking now because you got Damage Control back together with Bayley back on television. Asuka and Charlotte will be wrestling in the main event tonight for the Women's World Championship, and Variety of the women's division is doing nothing. You can say that again. Who said that? Yep, you heard me. I deserve a chance here in the women's division, but yet Charlotte has to bully her way to a non-deserving title match. Listen, I understand the stipulation clause coming out of Money in the Bank, where if she couldn't beat Bayley, then she will not get a title match as long as Bayley is champion. Now that Asuka's champion, she can now challenge Asuka for the title. But I mean, why did she need to get this free title match? And all she should have done is just win some matches, and then she gets her title match. And this fact is holding everyone in the women's division here on Raw back. Oh, listen. Since you want an opportunity, since you want to team up with this, give other women opportunity to test, why don't I give you a showcase here tonight? You and me in that ring later on tonight. Fine then. I will see you later on tonight. As that, you can see it, Gigi Dolan will meet Natayla later on tonight here on Raw. The pay-per-view after the next time we're going to be on pay-per-view after WWE Backlash will be Survivor Series in Wargames, meaning there will be a Wargames match at Survivor Series. You don't want to miss the first time Survivor Series, but in Wargame style, coming your way in November. You know, I may have not won the championship at Night of Champions, but it's been a while since I've been here on Raw. As of course, I'm watching Gigi versus Natayla later on tonight. And you know what? I think I'm wanting to wrestle here on Raw next week. But I'll say this, I'll be issuing an open challenge next week here on Raw, or somewhere on next week's Raw, for anyone here in the Raw Women's Division to accept the challenge. So it's looking like Raquel Rodriguez is issuing an open challenge to anyone here on the Raw roster. But of course, we shift our attentions to Randy Orton versus Sheamus. And of course, Randy Orton of course wants to give Styles a message onto why his night. Of course, he'll be using Sheamus as a prime example here tonight, because Orton wants his revenge on Styles after Styles ruined his night at Backlash when Orton wanted to try and cash in for the WWE title, but then Styles stopped it all from happening. Now that was moments before Edge gave Cody Rhodes a spear. And of course, Orton definitely does want his payback on AJ Styles after what he did on Saturday at at Backlash. Question is, do we expect them to meet each other in the ring sooner rather than later? I don't know, but we'll find out. But of course, we're talking about Orton and Sheamus here tonight on Raw. Of course, Sheamus is having a bit of struggle getting into the winning ways. Of course, he's been having struggle on getting a win coming out of his Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker at SummerSlam, and perhaps his feud with The Undertaker. Because it started when Taker returned to Raw, and then of course it got a reboot due to the attack on Cinco de Mayo week, when Taker was about to be in the Fatal 4 match at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but because of the attack on Cinco de Mayo week, that forced him out of the Hell in a Cell Fatal 4 match for the Universal Championship. And then of course these two met again at SummerSlam, where Sheamus was unsuccessful at defeating The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, and finally ending this trilogy with The Undertaker. And tonight, and he's been on a struggle to getting his wins, because he's failed against Jey Uso on the night after SummerSlam. And now he's going to take on the man who had a cash-in ruined at Backlash by AJ Styles. Matches on the way between Orton and Sheamus. Of course, I cannot tell when I believe these two, and of course, bear in mind, the last time these two met, I believe it was in February. I believe it was I think it was in March at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, when Sheamus and Orton were inside the Elimination Chamber match with Austin Theory, John Cena, AJ Styles and Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Of course, that was the last time these two met each other in the ring. And now they're meeting each other again here tonight on Raw. Of course, 2 nights coming out of Orton's failed, well, not necessarily not failed, but an unsuccessful chance at cashing in. And of course, Orton's making a clear message. He wants to send a message to AJ Styles. We're at 3. As Orton is doing a thing to give Styles a message of what his fate will be whenever they meet each other. As wait a minute. This could be over for Shayna. A pancake connect. No, won't break connect. Not good. Sheamus has been destroyed by Orton here tonight. And I think this could be it. RKO! No! Sheamus survives! He took a punt kick and RKO, and he survives everything Randy Orton punted him through. Oh, Sheamus! Sheamus is getting a comeback at Randy Orton. Things are not looking good for Mr. Money in the Bank, Randy Orton. Something needs to change, and now, Orton reverses it. He's stomping away at Sheamus. This could be it once and for all. Another RKO by Randy Orton. And Randy Orton gets the victory here tonight on Raw. Randy Orton, of course, sending a message that Styles better be ready for him at Survivor Series, because Randy Orton's goal at Survivor Series is giving him a message onto why he should have never ever ruined his cash-in at Backlash. Of course, will Orton give Styles his punishment at Survivor Series? Well, even though the match is not official yet, but whenever these two meet next time. As Orton wins here tonight on Raw. And of course, you can see Charlotte is training backstage, as of course she will be wrestling for the Women's World Championship in our main event here tonight on Raw. Question is, do we see a new champion in Charlotte, or will Asuka try to retain? We're going to find out in our main event later on tonight here on Raw. Our final pay-per-view in WWE Universe mode in 2023 will be the Elimination Chamber, and of course that will be after Backlash and after Survivor Series, where Raw and SmackDown Superstars will go through the Elimination Chamber structure and close out 2023 with a bang. As you don't want to miss the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming your way in December on YouTube. Took Punk out of my face. I can now focus on what I'm going to say right now. Styles, I am still angry with you after what you did to me at Backlash. This was my night to become WWE Champion again. But all of a sudden, you pulled me out and you stopped me from getting cash in. So because of this, I would like to shut your mouth up big time. Because here tonight, at Survivor Series, I am challenging you into a one-on-one match at Survivor Series. And at Survivor Series, I'm going to decimate you and destroy you and teach you a lesson into what happens when you try to stop the Viper from his plan to being a success. Because you made it all look like a failure at Backlash. Styles, you and me, one-on-one at Survivor Series. So of course, Randy Orton is accepted the match for the Survivor Series, is challenging AJ Styles to a match at Survivor Series. Oh, that's how I can break it. Wait a minute! But over the thumb! I accept you and me at Survivor Series. So it looks like AJ Styles just accepted the match between him and Randy Orton at Survivor Series. Well, we could be looking at another phenomenal form. Phenomenal form again. It looks like AJ Styles has accepted the match for Survivor Series. So you guys are wanting an explanation as to why did I cost my brother the tribal combat match at Backlash. Well, as you can see, Jay's been saying for months, ever since he came out on the Raw after SummerSlam with this new look. Yes, he took all of his Usos merch and burned it to the ground. Of course, when he came out in his match with Sheamus with his new look, and then the next time he wrestled a one-on-one match here on Raw, he came out with the blue head streaks in his hair instead of the red streaks. And of course, you've been asking, where have I been since SummerSlam? To be honest, I was watching at my home state of J Wrestling here on Raw every week with names like Sheamus, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and various wrestlers that Jay's wrestled since his new attitude debuted on the Raw after SummerSlam. And then I watched Night of Champions, and when he kicked Roman and said he's not the true tribal chief and he's just a good for nothing Samoan, I was like, interesting. So then for weeks, going into the tribal combat match at Backlash, he was going to think that he's going to be the next tribal chief in WWE. So then that's meaning I came in and said, do I think that Jay deserves the tribal chief spot here in the WWE? Or do I help my cousin to admit himself still as the tribal chief? So and with months of how it played out, when he debuted this new character on Raw, the night after SummerSlam, I was like, absolutely not to Jay being the tribal chief here in WWE. So I decided to give him a super kick and costed him his tribal combat match at Backlash. And to be honest, Jay never had an appeal to be the tribal chief here in the WWE. Yes, you can say he's a multiple tag team champions, but in reality, he is not going to be the tribal chief at the end of the day. And he can say he's the one and he's main event Jay all he wants, but the fact is he's never going to be the real tribal chief here in the WWE. And of course, that's an explanation done by Jimmy Uso. He did not want to see Jay Uso as the next tribal chief here in the WWE. But on top of this, I feel like Jimmy's explanation doesn't sit right with me. Because he just didn't want to see Jay as the next tribal chief. Because we all knew Jay Uso, if he beat Roman at Backlash, would have exposed that he would be the next tribal chief here in the WWE. But Jimmy was allergic to seeing that take place. And Jimmy was like, no, I am not announcing this. I don't want to see this happen. With Jay Uso being the next tribal chief here in the WWE. But of course, here's LA Knight getting ready to go one-on-one here tonight. And of course, the man is in for a big match in his career at Survivor Series against the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. Question is, will he win the championship in a few weeks or will he fail? And of course, the man he takes on here tonight is none other than former United States champion, Samoa Joe. Of course, Samoa Joe has been on a struggle to getting back on track after his US title loss at SummerSlam. Of course, he lost the title to Claudio Castagnoli in a ladder match that had Claudio, the man who he dropped the title to, LA Knight, Goldberg, Grayson Waller, and AJ Styles. And of course, he won the title at WrestleMania and he lost it to Claudio Castagnoli with all the participants being all-star mid-carders here on Raw. And of course, Joe tried to win the King of the Ring tournament, but of course it got shambled because he failed to beat Styles in the main event a few weeks ago on Halloween Raw. Of course, that was the main event a few weeks ago. It was the main event last week here on Raw, on Halloween Raw. Well, if he won, he would have gotten the spot on the Survivor Series team. But he failed. So because of this, he couldn't go to Backlash to wrestle him in the semifinal, in the semifinals. What the winner would have fought Edge or Seth Rollins in the main event on that night. And of course, LA Knight, of course, did have everything in the tank, despite being fatigued from his match with Styles early on that night at Backlash. And of course, Rollins was fatigued a lot going into that match. Rollins was trying to fight harder, despite being hurt the night before on SmackDown by Randy Orton. And then Seth defeated Edge while banged up. But then he couldn't beat LA Knight while he was banged up from the attack on SmackDown by Randy Orton. Of course, this came after he beat Roman Reigns in a fantastic main event And of course, speaking of Roman Reigns, he will be on Friday Night SmackDown to address Jimmy's exclamation here tonight on Raw, and to address his win at Backlash. And of course, where does he go from here after Backlash? Of course, he can't challenge for the WWE Championship while Cody Rhodes is champion. That was the stipulation coming out of that match at Night of Champions. Of course, that's the match Jay costed him the title on. And of course, that brought to Jimmy's idea. Does he accept Jimmy as does he accept Jay as the tribal chief, or will he do it for Roman? Into keeping his spotlight as the tribal chief here in WWE. As back into the match, LA Knight's going to work on Samoa Joe. You can tell my voice is still shot after a great Backlash event with too many surprises. Bad Bunny, LA Knight winning King of the Ring, and LA Knight's coronation as King of the Ring. That was all a big night and what people came to see at Backlash. But anyways, getting back to the Samoa Joe busted it. Samoa Joe did not want to let LA Knight do what he was thinking about. Reversal by LA Knight. Samoa Joe is not going to let LA Knight do any of this due to whatever he was going to do. Of course, Joe is also trying to get back on track after losing after the US title reign, consistently of his matches being with Solo Sikoa and many other wrestlers he has wrestled throughout his US title reign, especially Solo Sikoa. Leading to reversal done by Samoa Joe. You can tell Joe wants the momentum. Back as BFT connects. This might be over for Joe. No, he checks out. LA Knight is angry. LA Knight is angry. LA Knight, despite everything he had to go through, couldn't keep Joe down. Of course, this is a future World Heavyweight Champion you could be banking on all day. And that is Samoa Joe, soon to be future World Heavyweight Champion. Being here as LA Knight. As a cause, could you expect LA Knight being the top babyface here on Raw, challenging World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk into a match at Survivor Series? Drop kick done by LA Knight. Oh no! Joe said no, absolutely not, to what LA Knight was going to do. This might be time. Another suplex done by Samoa Joe. Reversal. Joe is reversing everything. Of course, Joe wants to get back into the mix of the US or the World Heavyweight title hunt. But of course, a win here tonight would do him any favors to foreshadow it of all happening. But of course, he does need to get some wins, especially against guys like LA Knight and more main event talent here on Raw. Joe's telling Knight is destroying the hell out of LA Knight. LA Knight's having a hard time going through Samoa Joe in this match here tonight. Of course, this would be your future World Heavyweight Championship feud, for all we know. And there we go. Suicide dive done by Samoa Joe. LA Knight is having struggles getting some offense against Samoa Joe. LA Knight is having a hard time, and it's not even funny. LA Knight is having a hard time. Something needs to change right this instant. LA Knight is slowly getting back to his feet. Big boot there, LA Knight isn't liking any bit of Samoa Joe's close line done by Samoa Joe. This doesn't look good. This could be over. Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe with the pinfall. Could this get him a win? No! After everything Joe put him through, on ringside and everywhere, that wasn't enough to get him a victory. Will this be another time? Of course, as they always say, it's like, you know, the old thing. Second time's the charm. And of course, Samoa Joe is thinking on something. Samoa Joe's trying to here tonight. Oh wait, no, getting back. Uh-oh, this might not look good for Samoa Joe. BFT connects once again. Will this be the last? Could this be enough to put Joe down? And it does, as LA Knight gets the victory. Here tonight on Raw. Samoa Joe had a lot to try and beat LA Knight here tonight, but it wasn't enough to get the victory. As LA Knight could be teasing a preview of what's coming and what could be CM Punk's fate at Survivor Series, and that could be leading to a new World Heavyweight Champion in LA Knight. Yeah! As it goes, good match here tonight between him and Samoa Joe as LA Knight gets the victory. As we're back here on Monday Night Raw as we are set for Gigi Dolan versus Natayla. Of course, Gigi Dolan will meet Natayla here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Of course, who he got winning. Of course, this is pretty much teasing that both of these women wants the women's world title. And of course, that is our main event later on tonight. As Asuka defends the women's world title against Charlotte. Of course, could Charlotte get the title back? As of course, the match was going to happen because Charlotte lost her title. Of course, lost to Bayley at the Money in the Bank event. And of course, after that loss at Money in the Bank, she couldn't allowed to challenge for the women's world title as long as we got her as champion, Bayley. Then of course, after Asuka cashed in at SummerSlam, as Natayla is wrestling here tonight. And of course, who do you got winning here tonight? Natayla or Gigi Dolan? Let's find out right here, right now, here tonight on Raw. Match begins. Match begins with Natayla wasting little or no time. As Gigi Dolan wasting a little of their time by Nakamura. And of course, people are getting interested for the Money in the Bank event. Has 2 count there by Gigi Dolan. To Gigi Dolan. Super Gaza. Has Gigi Dolan. We're at 5. We're at 7. As hooks the leg. Kick out. Has Natayla getting some offense against Gigi Dolan is kicking her on the back multiple times. Gigi rolling out of harm's way. What more could Natayla be thinking to Gigi Dolan here tonight? Uh-oh, could we be looking? Sharpshooter time. Will this be enough to tap her out? Her tonight on Raw. What else could you... What was that? Well, this toxic drop time. Wait, could this be a submission hold? Looks like so. Natayla escapes. As this could be, it's toxic drop connects as hooks the leg. And Gigi Dolan gets the victory here tonight on Raw. As Gigi Dolan gets the victory here tonight, as could it be putting her towards the Women's World Championship hunt in the women's division here on Raw. We're gonna have to find out if she wins. Pretty decent match here tonight between her and Natayla. As you can see, wait, what? How did Asuka get on top? Because she wants to teach Charlotte a bit of lesson here tonight, so that's why she's probably on top of what that is backstage. And of course, Asuka's training up for her Women's World Championship match here tonight, which is our main event later tonight on Raw. The pay-per-view after the next time we're going to be on pay-per-view after WWE Backlash will be Survivor Series in Wargames, meaning there will be a Wargames match at Survivor Series. You don't want to miss the first time Survivor Series, but in Wargames style, coming your way in November. You know, we're pretty much spying on the tag team champions and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Because I just heard they finished up with the Judgment Day. And we are trying to climb up the ranks towards the towards the tag team title hunt, while Gunther is climbing his way up to the World Heavyweight Championship hunt. Even though he's rarely been seen on Raw since his loss to Ilya Dragunov in the King of the Ring tournament. So, but whatever the case is, we're gonna make this announcement here tonight. Next week on Raw, we dare to issue someone in the Raw locker in the tag team division on Raw and SmackDown to come and step up to Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser Imperium. Yeah. Whoever you are who is going to answer this call, see you all next week on Raw. And of course, so far on Survivor Series, we're going to take a look at what we got so far for the show. As of course, there were 2 matches booked for now, as Randy Orton looks to get his revenge on AJ Styles after Styles ruined his cash-in at Backlash. Question is, can Orton get his revenge to plan to be a success, or will Styles teach Orton a lesson into what was going to be his plan at Backlash? We're going to find out in a few weeks at the Survivor Series event. Another question to ask going into Survivor Series is, will we be seeing a new World Heavyweight Champion in LA Knight, as LA Knight challenges CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Champion? Like I said, the question is, can LA Knight win his first World Championship here in WWE, or will CM Punk retain? You don't want to miss Survivor Series that comes your way in YouTube in a few weeks' time. But ladies and gentlemen, here are rundowns for next week's episode of Monday Night Raw. It's Bayley goes one-on-one with Meechin, aka Mia Yim. Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, a part of Imperium, will issue an open challenge. And who will be stepping up to them? We're going to find out. And also, Claudio Castagnoli, coming off a successful title defense tonight, goes one-on-one with R-Truth in a non-title match. And so much more. You don't want to miss the next episode of Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, as your Raw GM, I want to make an announcement regarding the WWE Women's World Championship match in our main event. Whether it's Charlotte or Asuka, the winner of this match will be the team captain for their 4-on-4 Women's Wargames match. And the other team captain will be announced on the next episode of Monday Night Raw. Now let's get on with tonight's main event. Good luck, ladies. That's coming up next here on Raw. It's main event time. Asuka defends her Women's World Championship against Charlotte. Of course, with a new stipulation, whoever wins this match will be the team captain for their team in the 4-on-4 Women's Wargames match. Who will be walking out with that privilege of being the team captain for the Wargames match, for the Women's Wargames match at Wargames and the championship? We're gonna find out up next in our main event here on Raw. And of course, it's time for our main event here tonight on Raw. Of course, we're going to talk about the story going into the match here. And of course, this all started on the Raw, during the build to Night of Champions, when Asuka was talking about Raquel Rodriguez, until Charlotte then came out. I think it was on the Raw before Night of Champions, when Charlotte came out to challenge Asuka to a Women's World Championship match towards the winner of either Raquel versus Asuka at Night of Champions. So then Asuka retained at Night of Champions, and she will be defending her title here tonight in our main event on Raw. Of course, the women's title has been defended on Raw and on television for the first time since Night of Champions. And of course, Charlotte has had recent problems with the returning Damage Control. Because a few weeks ago, she was going to go one-on-one with Shayna Baszler until Bayley returned for the first time since SummerSlam, when she returned, took out Charlotte to prevent the match from happening and then, of course, recently, Bayley has been teasing Damage Control getting back together to try and get the title back. And of course, the question is, will that plan work in the end, or will the plan fail in the end? For Damage Control to have Bayley take back her WWE Women's World Championship. Of course, she won the title at Clash at the Castle and then lost the title via a Money in the Bank cash-in during her match with Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. And of course, ever since then, we haven't seen Ronda on Raw. And we haven't... And of course, prior to weeks ago, before Charlotte versus Shayna, when only for Bayley to ruin it by attacking Charlotte. Of course, Bayley wasn't being seen since SummerSlam. Albert, we've got current Women's World Champion, Asuka. Of course, Asuka has been champion since cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase at SummerSlam. Of course, she's been undefeated with that title, and she hasn't taken the nail yet as champion. But the question is, will tonight be the night we see a new champion, or will Asuka find her way to retaining, or worse yet, or probably we get a DQ? We're going to answer that question here tonight on Raw. As you can see, you got Asuka as the Women's World Champion. Of course, possibly for the final time here tonight. And will we get a new champion? We're about to find out in our main event here on Raw. As the God Survivor Series is shaping up as a big pay-per-view. Of course, we have two Wargames matches. Of course, we don't know what the men's is going to be. Probably going to have to tune into Friday Night SmackDown on Friday. Okay. And then of course, Orton versus Styles, the Women's Wargames match. The Women's Wargames. Close one. Over to that. Good move there by Asuka. This is all about... Oh, Charlotte. Oh, nice. Oh, Charlotte reverses it. Charlotte, of course, can profile all she wants. But this is all about the championship and the Wargames team captain spot. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, reversal by Asuka. Drop kick there. Charlotte, of course, is having a trouble time in this match tonight. Because she wants that Women's World title. Because if she's struggling, But what was the point of her returning to have the stipulation clause be removed so she could get this title match? Like we're seeing here tonight on Raw. Reversal by Charlotte. Charlotte's doing everything to punish Asuka here tonight. Because Charlotte's doing everything to win the Women's World title. Uh-oh, figure... well, I thought it was going to do figure four leg time. Well, not yet. Charlotte's doing everything to punish Asuka, to make her look weak and to have her lose that title. Frog splash! New champion! Kick out! A kick out! Charlotte's not happy about this whatsoever. What else to that? Uh-oh, this doesn't look good for Charlotte anyway. No, kick out. Clothesline. Asuka's emotion and leaves the WWE Universe here tonight. Oh, Charlotte is making it back in the ring. She missed. What do you think is on the mindset of Charlotte here tonight? She wants her title back, that's for sure. Oh, Asuka's made it back to the ring. The taunting games. Uh-oh. Charlotte didn't want to let a new champ her return here tonight. We're both to there. Charlotte, we're both to there. Charlotte, of course, does want that title back. Because she was about to get it out Money in the Bank. Oh, that was a nice knockout there by Asuka. Oh, what else for that? Charlotte's is not going to give up until that title comes to her loyalty here tonight. Reverse for that. Charlotte is not going to give up until that title is in her possession or in her hands. Of course, this is also about the team captain spot for Survivor Series. Oh, Charlotte reverse for that. No, no spear, no spear. We nearly had a spear in plan, but it might be over for Charlotte. This might be the beginning of the end. I would hope it. Charlotte's gonna find a way to survive this, isn't she? And no, she doesn't, as Asuka retains the WWE Women's World Championship here tonight on Raw. So that means Asuka is the team captain for the Wargames match at Survivor Series. Not only she's still champion, but she now gets that team captain spot for Survivor Series. Charlotte, of course, tried everything tonight to get the title off of Asuka, but that plan didn't go her way, as Asuka is not only still your Women's World Champion, but she's now the team captain for her team at Survivor Series. Good main event here tonight, as Asuka is still your champion. Of course, what more could we get for the Women's War Games match at Survivor Series? Not only with now Asuka now being the team captain and still champion. Ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody, as Asuka is still your Women's World Champion.